Thank you, AK-47. Our next guest specializes in helping youths make wise choices in life, as well as educate parents on the value of fostering and grooming positive values in young people. He is the founder and president of Vision Africa Foundation, a sought-after motivational speaker and author. Let us welcome Thando Sibanda. Hi, Thando. How are you doing?
Thank you.
You're welcome to Moments with Mo, all the way from South Africa.
Yes.
You're very, very welcome.
Thank you very much.
So today we're talking about the young and the gifted.
Yes, the young and the gifted.
Do you feel that everybody has a special gift? Every child is born with a special gift?
Yeah, I believe that everybody who's born on this planet is born with a gift. The Creator has placed a special purpose, you know, so that everybody that graces this great stage of human history has something inside that is meant for the benefit of others.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's inside, how do we get the gift out? How do we discover that gift? How do we find that special gift? That's
a very interesting thing for you to say, Mo, because I've often heard that the richest place on this planet, you know, it's not the oil wells in Nigeria, you know, neither is it the gold in South Africa, you know, or even the diamonds in Angola. The richest place is the graveyard, because people have taken their gifts to the graveyard. In the graveyard, there are books that were never written, you know, there are businesses that were never opened. Why? Because people took all of those gifts there. So when people are born with a gifting, there is a process that we have to go through, especially, and it's good that we're talking to parents today and guardians, because they are the ones that are responsible from the onset to actually foster and nurture the development of that gifting.
Okay. How do they do that? It's very easy to say they have a responsibility to do so, but how do we ensure that they can, or how do we teach them to nurture and develop?
Right. There's a couple of things that parents can engage in that will help them see what's happening. The first thing is that parents need to cultivate a positive self-image in their children, because self-image is the soil from which the gifting comes out. It's the incubating soil. If a child doesn't feel good about themselves, they will never be able to come out and express themselves. And there's a couple of ways in which parents do this. You know, just some practical tips. The first one is that every parent, every guardian, everybody who has a child person under their care needs to cultivate a sense of belonging. When a child feels that they're accepted, they belong somewhere, you know, they bloom, they come out.
All right.
Secondly, they need to also cultivate a sense of worthiness. So the child needs to feel accepted unconditionally.
Right.
So what the parent says to the child, you know, you don't say, hey, you stupid idiot, why are you doing that? You'll never make it in life. You know?
And parents sometimes say things like that.
Yes, parents say things like that. You know, you're like your uncle so-and-so, you know, you're like your grandmother, you know, stuff like that. That messes up the self-confidence in a kid. So self-worth must be developed properly.
Okay.
And the third thing is to develop a sense of competence. Now, that is where the parent sits back and looks at the child. Well, what is this child excelling in? And it's not just about entertainment. It can be playing an instrument. You know, it can be the piano. You don't say, that's my piano, don't ever touch that thing. You know, this is Daddy's guitar, nobody touches Daddy's guitar. You know, when you say that,
this is Daddy's computer,
this
don't
is
touch
Daddy's
that
computer,
yeah.
Don't touch the computer, you know, don't even touch the remote, you know. There are visitors, nobody can turn on the TV because Daddy said nobody touches it. So it's important that parents step back, look, what is this child gifted in? What is coming out? I'm glad that some stuff here even comes from teachers in school. You know, that's why there are consultation days where the parent and the guardians go speak to the teacher. Well, how is this child performing? Yeah, well, he is very good in mathematics. Yes. Then you know, wow, there's an opportunity here. So parents, guardians, and everybody step back, give the child enough room, let that which the Creator put in them come out, because it will always come out if it's given the right soil.
Okay. But sometimes there's a tendency that we see young talent develop and then it fizzles out. What happens there? Yes,
there is one thing that is usually said, that in in Africa we rise fast, but we don't shine for long. Yes, we have talent, we have giftings. I mean, we rise fast, but what keeps you up there is character. So it's important, it's always two-pronged. If a parent develops a gifting or nurtures a gifting, but does not foster the development of character, your gift will take you where your character can't keep you.
Okay.
You see, so that's why usually...
So your gifting will be there, but your character will be here.
Your character will be here.
So how do you get the character up to match the gifting?
Character comes from positive moral values, what are called core ethical values.
Yes, okay, you're building those characters.
Yes, those values that we want, that we need in community. Values like industriousness, you know, values like honesty, values like courage, values like, you know, resilience. We build that in the child as they grow up, because those are the core ethical values that are needed to be able to sustain the gifting when it manifests.
African parents have a tendency of telling their child what they're going to do. And the child has a habit of asking the parent, what do you want me to be? There's an imbalance there.
There is definitely...
How do we, do you agree with me, number one?
I agree with you.
How do we correct it?
Because dictation is the greatest robber of destiny. You know,
dictation is the greatest robber of destiny.
Yes, yes. I was born to do a particular task. I was born with a particular gifting. But because daddy wanted to be a doctor but never got to be a doctor, he will say, you are my doctor, you are daddy's doctor. You know, Mama would say, you know what, you are mama's actress. You have to go do this now. You are mama's actress. You know. So we tend to want to live our dreams through our children. And that is not fair.
It's wrong, yeah?
It's wrong, and it's sad, because that's the reality in most of the cases. You see, you've got people who are living other people's dreams, and you wonder why you are never fulfilled.
Yes.
You know, you're like, man, I've been doing this thing for years, but I can't feel it. Yeah, you can't feel it because you're walking in your daddy's shoes, you know? Yeah, so parents really need to understand that they are not the owners of the children. They are the custodians.
Yes.
We are stewards.
What role do teachers play in all of this?
Teachers are facilitators that work hand in glove with parents. In some cases, teachers act like talent scouts. See, because the children come in a setting, it's a special setting to be in school, because you don't have that at home. At home you have your siblings, you have your parents and stuff. But at school, children interact with each other. These are kids coming from different families. And it is in that setting that usually some of these things begin to manifest. And the teachers, the mentors, the coaches, they are the ones who actually realize that, wow, this is what is happening here.
Okay. So the teachers there, I mean, they're caretakers, and they're there to nurture, they're there to inspire the children and to motivate them.
Yes,
and stir them in the right direction.
Definitely, definitely.
Thando, thank you so much for joining us today. All the way from South Africa. It's much appreciated. It's Moments with Mo, and today's show is all about discovering and developing the dreams of our young ones. Up next, we speak with some professionals under the age of